Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sempre Milan bonus podcast on Substack. This week, we are going to be taking a look at Milan's goalkeeper situation moving forward, with news about Maignan's injury and renewal, what the future holds for him, as well as some of those that are currently backing up. Gentlemen, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Oh, dang. And on the main, I said Friday, but here we are on Thursday. And
Well, I think the plan was tomorrow, which I wouldn't have been able to do it. But then you guys this morning were like, you guys want to go in an hour? And I was like, okay, looks like we're doing it.
Yeah, originally I couldn't do Thursday because I had a meeting across town. And then apparently last night while I was asleep, they changed it to Friday morning. So I said, uh-oh. So here I am. And then while we were waiting on this, the reason we picked this time is because I had a 10 a.m. and then that got canceled altogether because they moved it to August, which was last month. So I'm sure that'll come again soon, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
Back to the future. Some
Yep.
Mike McFly shit. Yeah, adapt to survive. We're here, boys. Great to have the three of us together to talk about this, a contentious topic. Mike Maignan drops to the floor in the 55th minute of Milan-Bologna on Sunday. Physio's running onto the field. Maignan's already given the substitution gesture. My game's done. I'm injured. We were all thinking it, weren't we? Here we go again.
Yeah, because there was no challenge. He just dropped. He was standing still. Like, I mean,
Which
he gave a
is
free
how he
kick or
gets
whatever.
injured. That's how it always happens. He just drops like a fly bit him or something.
Do we think he just doesn't drink enough water? He doesn't stretch? Like, what is it? Because it was a goal kick, and then he said, "Ow." So I don't understand.
You know,
I don't know.
what helps with cramping is mustard.
Mustard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like using it as a binder on your leg?
No, eating it.
Like a vapor rub type thing.
Mike just needs to have a container of mustard. And
does it matter what mustard? Yellow mustard, Dijon, honey?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this is true, but when I used to teach water aerobics, the old ladies would bring in packets of mustard and eat them during water aerobics because they said it helped with cramping. All right.
Hold on, go back to that. I didn't know you taught water aerobics. That's new pod topic, water aerobics, Maddie. So
hey, worked at a pool for like 10 years. You guys definitely knew I worked at a pool.
I knew you swam a lot. I didn't know you worked at a pool.
Yeah,
water aerobics
managed a pool. And
I didn't know that.
Sometimes you had to jump in and teach water aerobics. That's how I was so fit for so long, you know?
So you're like, were you a lifeguard mostly, and then occasionally you took classes? Right, okay, cool. So they had what, like packs of mustard on the side? So if one of them cramped up, you chuck it in, like there you go, Betty, or whoever.
Yep, I think there was a Betty act.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So Mike just needs to have a little bottle of French's mustard by the goal post. And I mean, he is French, so maybe like a Dijon or something, you know. But I think yellow mustard is what you're supposed to use.
Right.
Well, a spoonful of seed mustard.
It's normally stuff with high salt content, I think, is what you're meant to have when you cramp up. And nowadays, the players, when they have cramps, they go on with those gel things and they just squeeze it straight in their mouth. And I've had one of those before because they do also use them for like marathons and stuff. They are disgusting. They are so
probably better than mustard, to be honest.
Yeah, I would maybe
for that, you know, not for like a sandwich or something.
I could do like if it was a spicy Chinese mustard. Ooh, I'd eat that out the packet. But yellow mustard, no, thank you.
I'd put mustard on my hot dog, but I wouldn't put that gel shit on it. You know what I mean? So maybe I think I'd rather have the mustard. Mustard goes right to the back of your nose as well. So there's that. What were we on about again?
I don't know. Time's over.
Mike Maignan, injury history. Right. Okay. So we'll start with Maignan and then we'll talk about the other goalkeepers. Kind of been thinking of doing this one for a while anyway, because he's in the final year of his contract and we really don't know at the moment which way it's going to go. But this latest injury has just ignited the debate again about what the future holds for Mike Maignan beyond this season. He has missed, so he missed 11 games with a wrist injury in 2021-22 season. We know that was kind of an unlucky one. He did it while he was saving a Salah penalty, I believe. But yeah, 11 games out. I guess the wrist for a goalkeeper pretty important. That happened, you know, no room for concern at that point. 6 games missed with a calf injury the following season. 25 games missed the same season with a calf muscle tear. So that's a re-aggravation, I guess, of that problem. And then he missed a handful of games in the following season with a thigh problem, a knee bruise, muscle fatigue, adductor injury, and a finger injury. So lots of little problems in 2023-24. Last season, a little bit better, just a concussion, which we know he missed 2 games for.
Just a concussion.
Well, that's one of those where it's like it wasn't his fault. Like, I'll give him a pass for that. He got completely wiped out by his own player.
Maybe he needs to watch where he's going. I still
honestly
blame him.
Only 2 games for
unless it was Salamaker's, then it's Salamaker's fault.
It wasn't there last season.
Well, then it wasn't his fault.
Could have been a Roma in the Roma game.
No, it was Alex Jimenez. So it basically was Salamaker's.
Same, yeah.
So it's your agenda. Your agenda's back in the game.
I remember because I missed that game, and when I came back, I was like, "Oh, what a surprise!"
Yeah. And then here we are this season. So he drops down with a calf problem during the Bologna game. As mentioned, happened completely off the ball. We're all thinking, for God's sake, not another calf problem, because as mentioned, he's had some previous problems with that particular muscle. There was also a thing, I believe, during that season where it all went to shit for him, 23-24, where the French national team were accused of like making the problem worse. Their doctors made it worse. So Milan kicked off about that. Either way, he's got a problematic calf. That's what we can deduce from all of this right now, which is problematic for us, because you want your starting goalkeeper to be available every single game. But this is going to be another season where that is not the case. The current estimates are that because he's avoided any serious muscle problem, as per the scan, he's going to miss the Udinese and the Lecce and the Coppa Italia, those next 2 games, and hopefully be back for the Napoli game. I'm not holding my breath. Calf problems are a fucking bitch. Leao is finding that out at the moment. He was day-to-day, and he's ended up... If he plays in the Napoli game, it'll have been 42 days out for Leao. Wow. And there's no guarantees he even does that. So, the calf's problematic for footballers. We know that. We're looking at him missing multiple games again this season. In a contract year where he's got to prove to the management that he's worth not only the deal that was on the table a few months ago at 5 million net, which was all agreed, but he's probably going to ask for more now because other teams will pay him more because he's a free agent. It's not a great start for justifying it.
No, I don't know if I would re-sign him for more money.
Yeah,
he's old. I mean, older, right? Which, like, when goalies get older, they're supposed to get better until they just don't. But the injury history, man, like, if you're going to invest in a goalie, you got to look for someone who's not going to be injured. I would have it's hard to tell the future, but now that Chelsea offer's not looking so bad.
Yeah, it's interesting because when we got Maignan,